I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. Irving. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
To Durant. Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Joe Harris. That's his
Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. And he hits the second. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Irving brings the ball up court. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Almost, but no good. A pass stolen by the Nets. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Leonard. His first effort off the mark. Durant across the timeline. Down just a couple. Has a look. Kevin Durant. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Leonard. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Whoops, that won't go. Wraps him up, that's intentional, and the ref calls it.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
substitutions. Brooklyn.
4-3.
To number 7, Kevin Durant. That's his first personal.
Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. It's the second. One more coming. Three for 3. Nice.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
Nets have the basketball.
Right.
Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Williams there to secure the rebound. Leonard. Oh, he missed his first 3 shots, but he gets that one to go down, and it's a 3.
Well, when you fall down, you always get back up. That's the mindset of good shooters.
Kyrie. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Williams. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Williams to Beverly. Fires the 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Kevin Durant with the rock. And the Clippers have the rebound. Leonard. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Leonard. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Irving. Over to the right side. And the rebound taken in by George. To Beverly. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
It's LA Clippers ball. Paul George to Beverly. George. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That'll do it for the first quarter. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George, Paul George. That's 3 now on 4 shots. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. George. Just not going down. To Irving. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards. And if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
and finishes strong.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Durant. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Problem City.
Great defense, forcing the miss. Irving into the front court, trailing by 11. From long range, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Beverly.
And number 40, Ivica Zubac.
Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Kyrie across the timeline, trailing by 10. George, defended by Kevin Durant. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. To Irving. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on a shot.
George, that's how you defend. To Irving. Curling inside with a drop step. Kevin Durant. He's 3 for 7. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
George, it's no good. Great defense.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
In the second quarter.
Leonard. Fires the three. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Kevin Durant, a couple of free throws on the way. Career 88% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Clippers have the basketball. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Paul George to Leonard. Won't go. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys can hold for the final shot. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Hey, locked up, locked up.
Here's Leonard for 2. Jumper's good.
Good shot.
That's it for the first half. The Clippers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Kevin Durant sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kyrie with the rock.
Can you stand? Can you stand?
To the rim, lays it up and in. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
To Durant. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To Leonard. And a chance coming up at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Brooklyn's got it.
That's me. I got ball.
To Irving. Surveys the floor. Down low for Harris. Finish that. To Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Durant trying to finish, but his shot won't fall.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Cruises inside for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
George against KD. Beyond the arc for 3. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Paul George. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. And counted at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Beverly to George. Kevin Durant with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lets it fly from long range. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Irving with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Durant. For 3. And the rebound taken in by Beverly. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
George, and a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Durant, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Caris LeVert tips it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Nets have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter, and they were able to flip the script in the 3rd because remember, Jay, they trailed at the break.
Yeah, but if they come out here in the 4th quarter and they think about protecting that lead, that is the wrong mindset. You don't want to protect anything. You want to go after it and hunt it. That's how you really get a win.
Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter, and they were able to flip the script in the 3rd because remember, Jay, they trailed at the break.
Yeah, but if they come out here in the 4th quarter and they think about protecting that lead, that is the wrong mindset. You don't want to protect anything. You want to go after it and hunt it. That's how you really get a win.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Defense making the ball carrier work. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Williams. To Harkless. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Durant across the timeline. Leads 4. Clippers have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Runner's good there.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with their three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Substitutions, LA.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Durant with the basketball up top. Up by 6. Driving right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
George to the basket, but it won't go. Into the front court, it's Irving. The lead stands at 10. From long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Paul George. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Turns and slams it down.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. If that's a Euro step, a side step, however they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Irving. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Paul George to Beverly. George. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
To Irving. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short arm shot.
Durant. Throws it down.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Time for some new personnel into the game. George, smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, and I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew. For now, this has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.